Cardboard Custom.
Alright guys, welcome to Cardboard Customs. I'm Nathan, I play Orcs and Dark Angels, and today I'm working on a custom Warboss. So I picked up the Warboss with the Twin Link Shooter and this cool boss pole. And normally there would be a big chopper on the end of this hand, but I have decided that I would like a Powerklaw. So what I'm going to be doing today is putting a Powerklaw on there. What I'm thinking about using is this. Now this is one of the close combat weapons you get with a Death Dread or a Kill-A-Can. And I was thinking about just chopping off the ball end here, gluing it straight on there, and then adding a few wires and maybe some other claws in there. Make it look really orky and like it's just kind of thrown on there. So I got my bits out here, and let's see what we can do. So as you saw, I cut that off, and we will see what I'm gonna do here. Let's check it out. It's gonna be massive compared. That's gonna be the size of his body. That's a hell of a Powerklaw right there. Thinking about cutting it down now, just because that'll be a bit too big. Took that from a box of knobs, and it is far too tiny for this hand, for this arm. It just doesn't work. So let's see what I'm going to do here. So I figured out what I'm going to do here. I'm going to cut out this middle bit, right in there, just where that little plate is. I'm going to slice in there, and the hand's going to fit right into there. It should look a lot better. Let's give it a shot. Bit of a problem. Underestimated the size of that. So we'll just have to maybe do a bit more cutting. Maybe green stuff that on there. I'm not sure yet. We'll have to see how I'm feeling in a couple minutes here. Alright, so approximately got it on there. Just a bit of a gap. Probably fill that with green stuff, or you know what, probably just green stuff I think is gonna work the best. Unless I fiddle around with this a bit more and get it to fit better. Maybe cut off some of those spikes. In fact, I think that's what we're gonna do. So I got it on there. However, I don't think I like it being straight up and down, so I'm gonna fiddle with it some more. Still feel like it's a bit too big. And this is pretty easy. We'll just glue that on there. Blip. Look at that. However, so I feel the problem I was having is that this just isn't thick enough. It's very thin. You can see that. It's very thin. So I was going to bulk it up by adding some Powerklaw bits to the side. So it'll make it look just a bit bulkier. It's going to be massive on his body, but what are orcs if they aren't shenanigans like that, right? So I'm gonna do some shenanigans myself. So, I need to whip up some green stuff to fill this, and then I'll be gluing on a bunch of bits elsewhere. As you can see, that's about how it's gonna sit, and I might just glue that on now so it's good to go. So that's about how it's gonna look, except of course that'll be filled with some green stuff. And there'll be some extra wires. I gotta make sure this is gonna look good before I do anything. Yeah, that'll look really good on there, actually. I'm falling in love with this more and more each second here. Okay. So let's go ahead and green stuff. Now, I only ever mix up a small amount of green stuff at a time, because usually I don't end up using all of it. So, that is mighty green. So as you can see, that side is now green stuffed. It's not the prettiest job, but I'm not the best at using green stuff, so what do you want from me? Do know it's easier to work with if you have wet tools. So that looks a bit better. Back that up. So that looks a bit better. Now for the inside.